So what is good, people? Welcome to another investing video. In this video, we are continuing our Investing $1 a Day series. This time we are in episode 34, which means we need to have a minimum of $238 invested into each asset. So jumping right into metals, metals has been killing it over the past few days. You can see things are going down a little bit now, but if you look at the overall, gold is over 2,400. Really high. Silver is over $31 an ounce. It has jumped up so much in the past few days. If we take a look at our investment, we have $159.90 invested into gold, $72.28 invested into silver for a total investment of $232.18. But if we actually look at the value, $192.88 in gold, $93.57 in silver for a total value of $286.45. So we are up over $50 on our metals investment. It has been incredible the past few days. You can see the last investment we made back here, which was last month, towards the beginning of last month, and it has jumped all the way up. It's jumped way up. Our silver investment was back last year, a few months ago, and that has jumped up as well. So everything's looking really good in metals right now, but I'm going to continue with the trend just because I just don't know about silver. Silver is just kind of iffy for me right now, so I'm going to stick with gold. So we have 232 and we need to have 238, so I'm going to put another $20, which is the minimum deposit here on my Mint wallet. I'll put another $20 into gold, and then we'll jump back into the video. Okay, and now we are back. So I made another deposit in gold. It's $24. It cost me $27, so there was a $2 premium, but that went ahead and put $24 in as my investment. So now my total investment is $256.32, but the value is over $300. There's $311.16. So we are up way high on metals. Hard to believe that I only put $256 into metals and it's already over $300. So this series has been great for my investment. There have been several times where it was looking bad, it was looking really bad, but now everything has turned around. So that is it for metals. Let's jump into stocks. So over a week here in Robinhood, we're basically breaking even on all of our stocks. But if we look at the individuals, and by the way, it's similar here where I have almost the same amount, was it like 230 something? And it's over $270 worth. So everything's looking good. Bitcoin has been doing incredible. So this is, once again, this is the $1 Bitcoin, $1 in Bitcoin that I got from Robinhood Earns. So this was completely free, and it's just been sitting here in my account. And now it's at $1.70 because Bitcoin has skyrocketed since I got that free $1. So we can see over the week, it is up by 13.73%. So it's up by quite a bit, up by $8,000, which is insane. And our total return is 70 cents, which is 70%. So we made 70%. We made 100% since this was free. But over the time that I received it, it's gone up by 70%. I'm still going to hold this in Bitcoin because it really doesn't make sense for me to hold crypto in Robinhood because I actually have my own MetaMask account. But for now, I'm going to still leave it in there. If we go back and look at some of the other stocks, we got Starwood Property Trust. So over the week, Starwood Property Trust is also pretty much breaking even. It's up by almost 1%. And if we look at our total return, we got $3.43 back. So we're up by almost 18%. Now, if we take a look at the analysis, it is at a 57% buy, 42% hold, almost 43% hold. We look at our history. So we did have a dividend payment on the 15th. So last week it was 52 cents, and we still have our stock lending payment for the month. And so we've made 53 cents in dividend payments altogether in Starwood's Property Trust. So overall, things are looking good there. If we jump into our next one, which is EOG Resources. So over the week, EOG is also breaking even. It is at a loss of 0.18%. So pretty much even. If we look at our overall return, we got $12.93, which is a 10.5% gain. If we take a look at the analysis, it is down to 50%. So it's at 50% hold or 50% buy and 50% sell. So it is not looking good, the analysis on EOG. So I'm going to have to really look at it, see if I want to keep it. I really don't have any plans on selling it right now. It's just one share, and it's, how much is it? It's $136. Still quite a bit, so a large amount of my portfolio. But I'm going to hold on for now. Maybe I'll do some research in between episodes and see what I think. But if we take a look at our history, so nothing has changed. We got a dividend payment last month, which was 95 cents. No stock lending payments as well. So pretty much nothing has happened in terms of dividends for EOG Resources. Looks like this is a quarterly dividend, so it'll be that way for another month. But besides that, everything else is looking good. We are still up overall, but it does look like a bad forecast for the company. Hopefully they can turn it around. Next up, we got QYLD. So if we take a look over the week, we are breaking even here as well. We're down by 1.13%. If we look at our overall return, we're down by 71 cents, which is 1.16%. So we're kind of breaking even on this one. There is no analysis for these types of stocks. But if we take a look, we had a dividend payment at April 30th. So that means in another 10 days, we should be getting another payment. And it was for 59 cents. So we will see if it will be more than that. You can see back in March, they were paying out 60 cents per, I forgot how many shares I had, but we got 60 cents overall in our dividend payments. So hopefully we will start seeing that pending in the next episode so we can see how much we're going to get. All in all, we're just pretty much breaking even on QYLD. And our last stock is Armor Residential REIT. Over the week, we are breaking even here as well. It is at 0.71% over the past week. If we look at our overall return, we lost $2.23, which is a loss of almost 5%. So that's not too bad. We do have an upcoming dividend. So this is 54 cents. It is scheduled for May 28th, so that's 8 days from now. There is no analysis for this stock. We do have a stock lending payment that came in earlier in the month. And so between that and the pending dividend payment, it will have been 55 cents for the month, which is not a bad return, especially since we only have $43 invested into this stock. So our move for the week, I'm going to put in something new. Looking at a new stock, I have it here because I searched for it earlier. Let's take a look at this YieldMax Coin Option Income Strategy ETF. So this ETF has been paying really, really high dividends lately. I think they were paying like close to 10% per month. That's how high they're paying. A lot of that is because, they're doing options trading on crypto, and crypto is doing incredible right now. So I expect these dividends to keep paying out for a little while as long as crypto is doing well. And so because of that, I'm going to put our entire $7 for the week into this stock. And I believe this is a 24-hour stock, if I remember correctly. So it should go through even though the markets are closed. Okay, so it looks like on the 24-hour market, I can only trade whole shares on a 24-hour market. So we're going to have to queue it for the fractional share, and that will go through as soon as the market opens back up. So we're done there. So that will be our new stock added to the list. It's going to be exciting to have another stock to take a look at, and hopefully it will keep those incredible dividends. So now let's jump into crypto. Okay, so we are here on DEX Finance, and I am in the US DEX USDC Classic Vault. So when we made our original deposit, it was $27.20. We're now sitting at $27.78. We have a yield of 3%, which is 82 cents, and we have a profit of 58 cents, a 2% profit. So I can't remember how long ago that last one was, that last deposit was. Let me take a look at that real quick. So that was, wow, 23 days and 10 hours ago. Man, it's a long time. It's almost a month ago. About 3 weeks ago was that last deposit. So I am going to throw in another $7 into here. That yield is pretty good. We're looking at about 1% a week in the yield so far. So that is going to take us to 4% over the month, which is actually really good. There's not too many investments paying 4% a month right now. So I will put another $7 into this. But before I do that, so I was holding my ETH on Trader Joe for a while. But then I found some really high dividends or some really high yields on SushiSwap. So I changed everything over to SushiSwap. And so I had $235 invested into SushiSwap, and that was about 10 days ago. Now it's at $274. So I made about $40 in 10 days, which is really good, about $4 a day. The APR was up to, I think it was at it was over 200% when I first put it in. It has dropped since then, but still 100% is still really good. I think that's better than what's happening on Trader Joe right now. So that's why I decided to jump in here. This is on the Scroll network, and so I had to figure out how to do all of that. I did create a video about it, putting some crypto into another pool in that video just to show you guys how to do it. So if you do want to jump into some of this stuff in here, you can watch that video. I'll throw a card up so you can check that video out. But if we do go back home, you can see the types of APRs we're looking at here on SushiSwap. And some of them are really, really high. You got 4,000, 2,000. Granted, I wouldn't really put anything in a lot of these. Actually, this one might not be too bad. Wrap Bitcoin and DAI, that's actually a really good combination. And that's paying 300%. So yeah, you got some really, really good yields here on SushiSwap. Bitcoin is really high right now. I don't know if it's going to keep going up, but still, this would be, if you were just trying to hold Bitcoin, this would be a good spot to put it. You'll have 300%. As long as that trading value holds up, of course, the trading volume is what decides how much you actually earn. So it could drop and then you end up not earning much, but it's all right because you're still holding your Bitcoin and your DAI. And you got also this one at 258%. This is USDC ETH. And that is on a network. I'm not familiar with that network. I don't even know what that is. Linea, the Linea network. Never heard of it, but they got some really high yields on there. So this is a really good place if you have some coins that you're holding on to, you're not really doing anything with. You can do some yield farming with them. But if we go back to the pool that I have my stuff in, it is sitting at, it actually jumped up to 63. Well, never mind. So this is it's the wrong pool. I was like, wow, that's a lot. How did they jump up that much? Okay, we're back to this one. So 1.121% is still really, really high. So for our move for crypto, I'm going to put another $7 into this. So I'm going to do that because I think I got to add some more money on to Manta. I don't know how much I have. Yeah, I don't have enough in Manta. So I'm going to put some more money into Manta and then drop another $7 into this pool, and I'll be right back. All right, and now I am back. So I went ahead and put another $7 in. So we're sitting at $34.72 is our current deposit. And of course, it's going to throw off the other two numbers. But I am looking forward to see how things will look, so we can see all of my deposits. And hopefully we can continue to keep this yield that's down to 35%, 35.45% APY. It was at I think it was at the 50s or 60s when we first put our deposit in here. So it has gone down quite a bit, but still 35% is still really good. So we will see how that works out. All right, so a quick recap. In crypto, we are way up. You can see we're up. We got a nice yield from Dex Finance. And if we go back to our Sushi Swap pool, we're at 274.84. A lot of that is because of ETH jumped up by 19% today, which is kind of crazy, but we're still earning 121 APR, 121% APR. So we're still looking really good there. That's $40 over the past couple of weeks, looking really good. In stocks, we are up. In stocks, there's a couple where we are breaking even, but everything else we're up in. We're not down very much by anything in stocks, so everything is looking good there. And then, of course, in metals, we are way up. We're up by over $50 in metals. So everything is looking good across the board in this episode. It's been like that for the past few weeks. But there is some up and down, but for the most part, we've been staying up. So it's been good. It's been very good in all three asset classes. Hopefully we can keep this going and we can keep seeing our investments grow. So that is it for this episode. If you guys have any other investments you want me to take a look at, any stocks you want me to take a look at, as always, just leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.